I had a thought while I was using the bathroom. Can I ask you retcon one thing? Because it would simplify getting the party or getting them going, and it would give me a Pokemon.
Yes, what would you like to do?
Can I argue for a strength saving throw for Chester to hold on instead of a dexterity saving throw? Because his strength saves are +4, and that would be 22.
Wait, I thought you rolled athletics. I thought that's what you rolled though, for Chester. For hanging on to you, right?
No, I rolled a 22 to take hold of her.
Yes.
Chester had to make a save to hold on to keep his grip on me, but I made a dexterity save. If I made a strength save instead, it would have been a 22 strength save for him to just hold on to Milo.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then at least I have Chester with me in case anything goes down. I'm in the middle of the ocean, but at least I have a grass Pokemon, and then they don't have to worry about trying to get Chester onto the boat with a ghost.
That is very fair. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Because it was the same roll. I mean, it was an 18 on the die. 18. Yeah. It's just a +4 instead of a +1.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not very dexterous.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. Why not?
Heck yeah. I still got my surfing little Chester.
Let's retcon it then.
And then as she kicked me off, Milo would have just sort of like wrapped himself around Chester and into the water with him.
Okay. Very well, very well. Okay, that makes sense.
That's a bunch of level 4s now. How many we each got?
I got
we
one.
Got to be getting close. Right?
You have one level 4?
I have one and one more that's almost halfway there-ish. The other ones are not quite. Yeah, I've got one that literally just hit 3. I have Eevee is at 1,300 out of 2,000. Ghastly just leveled up to 4, and Shuppet's at like 300 out of 800.
Okay, all right.
So I'm not anywhere close.
So Eevee really is close to 4, and then
Fennekin needs a whole level.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is Dwebble still level 2? That doesn't seem right.
No, he's level 3.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting because we're going to be kind of splitting the party in a major way. And I need to know what happens before we go through it all. I'm going to ask for some rolls and some checks. I will say majority of them will be in relation to Milo, but we'll have some checks for Kid and V as well. Okay. So, number one thing that I am going to ask you guys to do. Well, okay, Milo. First of all, you're out on the ocean. I understand you have a swim speed. However, you're out on the ocean. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, buddy.
That's fair. Okay.
Your adrenaline's wearing off.
It's 11.
There's a life ring for you out there somewhere.
Yeah,
yep. You're pretty far. You're getting quite tired. I would like you to take a level of exhaustion.
Oh god, that's bad for everything that's upcoming. Okay.
Somebody needs to roll me a... Who should I make do this? Kid, I'm gonna ask you to do this. This is not a roll 4, Kid. I just want you to feel included. Can you roll me just a d20, please?
Yes.
Okay.
I made decisions and I had to deal with consequences. Make it this. I got a starter with me. At least it's just me and him, me and my little D.
Yep. Okay.
I'm not having a panic attack. You're having a panic attack.
Oh wow! Hey, good job, Gatlin. Congratulations on your motherfucking. Okay, I'm just gonna post this for posterity's sake.
No, they're trying to save you. It's not
okay.
Okay. Milo, you are out there for a while. You are beginning to get tired. Chester is quite heavy. He's bulky. and he's quite heavy.
I put him in his Pokeball almost immediately.
Oh, that's true. That's actually, yep, that makes it better. However, you're treading water. The ship has kind of, although it's, not gotten very far, it's still very far away. You cannot swim after it in your state. You look around, you can't really see a lot in this condition. However, as you're kind of beginning to be like, oh shit, I should have probably worn a life jacket. Oh shit, I should have maybe grabbed, one of those rings. You hear a second set of winged beats, and from up on high, this time you recognize that this is not the same creature that grabbed the woman from before. And as you kind of glance upward, there's a shadow that crosses over you, and immediately you feel like vine whips, very similar to what Chester has, reach down, wrap around your torso, and lift you like a rag doll up from the ocean and deposit you onto a very wide back. And Acacia immediately kind of grabs you to steady you and goes, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why? The ship is over there! What the fuck is wrong with you? I thought you were a dead body for a second there. I thought, oh, great.
That's because I was doing Dead Man's Float. Requires the least amount of energy.
Oh, great, yeah, for sure it does. Jesus. Arceus. Okay,
Thank you.
where's the others? Are they here too?
No, they're on the boat. They're on the ship still.
Why are you?
It's probably, they might be in more trouble than I am. Honestly.
God fucking damn it. Look, alright, just save your energy. You said that D is probably somewhere out here?
Yeah, I think I spotted her. No, that was definitely that. They were supposed to follow just over the horizon of the cruise ship so that they weren't spotted. So they're back whatever way that came, but I see stars and ocean, and that's about it. So,
just go. Acacia kind of pats your face with all of the grace of somebody who doesn't know how children work. And it's kind of they're there. Kind of
I'm okay. No, I'm fine. Don't worry.
What about your Pokemon? They're with you, or what happened? Or do we have to search for anything
Chester
else?
with me. He'll put his fingers together and he'll just start whistling for Piper, because Piper's out here somewhere, but she's probably closer to the boat because she was circling the boat. Lou's on the boat. Rocky's on the boat. V and Ken are on the boat with everybody else. I think just me and Chester jumped off the boat.
You're gonna have to tell me what happened, but I think it would be a lot easier if I just give you over to D right now, if she is indeed close. So just keep your Pokemon on you. We're gonna go and find her. How does that sound? And then if I have time, I'll go back for the others.
Do you have a phone?
Okay, she pulls the phone out and goes, yes. It has terrible reception out here, but maybe.
I was just hoping maybe we could do a flyby. I don't know. I think you need to drop me off on the ship. I think I need to be there to help explain everything, and my Pokemon are there, and if they find that Rockruff, if they find him without an associated trainer, if they're gonna take him, I need to go back to the ship.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Disadvantage. It's 9.
Acacia thinks about it and goes, if you go back to the ship, it's just going to be more trouble. I understand that you're worried about things, but I think there's going to be... If I was correct...
No, I can...
Nope. You're 14, and you, somebody just wrung you out to hang you to dry, so we're gonna go and find D, and then I'm gonna go back for your friends, and you're not gonna go back on the boat with the Sylph Corporate employee and all of everything else that has happened, whatever it is, because I'm pretty sure while I was on my way, I saw something else heading in this direction, and I'm pretty sure I got a very angry phone call, which I did not pick up, so I don't know if it was angry, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna have my head. So we're just gonna go in the opposite direction. Okay, just hang on tight. And Acacia just kind of turns Tropius around and you begin to fly back.
How far off the water are we? I will make her keep picking me up out of the water, but he will not go with her. He will not be fucking kidnapped. End of story. He will dive off of this Pokemon and swim to wherever he has to get away from the person telling him no, but he will get back to that ship. Or he will go wherever his knowledge takes him. But he will not let them just take... no. Everything in my body is just like, just dive off, just get off. I mean, I don't want to, but I also don't want to just be taken. That feels bad. He would just shrug her off, like, you don't.
God damn it, Milo! I'm trying to save your fucking life.
I know. And he'll look them square in the eyes. I know. I get it. I understand. I don't. There are more important things. This is one of them, and I'm making that call for me. So you either help me back to that boat, or I'll make my own way back.
Made an insight check for him.
An insight?
Yeah, no, I already made an insight check for Acacia just to see if they would realize what you're on about. Just go, Fine.
Thank you.
They don't say anything else, they just turn around and fly in the other direction. But it will take a while to get back there, so...
It's not as fast as whatever picked.
Let's see.
See, this is why you always act nice to the professor, so that when you really need to bully them, you can get me and they know you're serious. They're gonna take Rocky away, or they're gonna make one of you.
They're not. I'm working on it.
That's his fear. He can't know what you're doing.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Let's see. It feels appropriate. V, can you roll me a d20, please, for something else? Okay.
60.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Okay.
Monkey wrenching everything I was trying to do.
No, I'm not trying. I'm not even trying to
get
do
you
anything.
safety. No, safety's bad. Bad safety. Don't want safety.
Like they would have maybe agreed with you if you'd rolled the less, but you're
I know.
sopping wet, and you're like, I want to go back into the danger. And Acacia's like, maybe not.
Yeah, no, there will be lasting repercussions to the relationship that they had been building. I totally understand that, but that was his move. That was all I had left.
Fair enough. Okay, so 16 for that. Okay, I'm gonna take that into account. V and Kid, you are in the middle of a police investigation.
I did have something I wanted to do before the police showed up.
Yes, absolutely. What would you like to do? Because it's gonna take a while. Like, they are coming probably from the nearest police departments, probably on Cinnabar, so they have to, I mean, they're close, but they're not super close. They have to fly in. And then land. So it's gonna be like another 2-3 hours before they get here. So what would you like to do? Granted, they're not really letting you out of their sight, but you can be sneaky about whatever you want to do. Lily, I will say is back to you because Lily doesn't have anything else.
He will recall both Lily and Ivory then.
Okay.
And then he's going to put all of Milo's stuff, including the bundle of dog, up against this wall and kind of like face it and crouch down so that his body's kind of hiding all of it.
Okay.
And then he's going to like lean in close, like pretending like he's looking for something, and pull down the little bit of jacket over Rocky's face. Just, alright, I'm going to talk to you like you are a smart being that I know you are, and I know you're scared. But this is your last chance to go with someone who actually cares about you. And he's gonna dig through Milo's bag and find one of Milo's Pokeballs.
Okay.
And set it on the ground.
Yeah, the type ball's
probably there. Set it on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And just, if you want to stay with someone who can protect you and not get shipped off to who knows where, I figure you'll make the right choice.
Roll a persuasion with advantage. Okay.
It wasn't a 9.
It wasn't a 9.
So they've got +7 at least.
I had a +7 in my head, like, it's still only.
This entire thing, you can see it's overwhelming it. Eventually, you make this speech and there's like no reaction almost. It's just kind of frozen. But the next time you look up to glance about and make sure nobody's looking and you glance back down, you don't see the Pokemon anymore. And you see the type ball like just kind of shake for a second and then it clicks.
Yeah, he'll quickly stow that in the lowest corners of Milo's bag, and in doing so, find a handful of letters and some shirts.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
100%. You can have those. That is you're not gonna pay that price.
You immediately, your eye catches on
Gary Oak.
Yeah, Gary Oak fan. Gary Oak Club, Gary Oak's #1 fan, and you're like, what the fuck is this? You begin to unwrap it to see it better, and immediately a bunch of folded papers come falling out. And you look over, and the first letter you see is addressed to Most Esteemed Oak Jr. Extremely pleased to hear blah 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 blah, and you're like, wait. What?
Yeah. He will blue screen for a moment and then wrap it all back up and shove it in his bag and deal with it after the police stuff.
No.
Cool. Let me just move some items that you cannot yet see from one bag into another.
Absolutely.
We'll deal with that later. Oh, Milo, you never did get to see what that was about.
I didn't.
Well, somebody's gonna get to see what that's about.
Yeah, and honestly, he wanted to know, but it was like C tier.
Priority list won't be super high with that for Milo.
Yeah. Oops.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll be fine.
All right. Cool. So that's one thing. Weirdly enough, I think probably with the way that Acacia's going, I'm gonna have to check Tropius's fly speed. It's entirely possible that Milo's not gonna get to the ship until like exactly when the officers arrive. Just time-wise, I'm not sure. Well, sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head again. Like, if you were potentially... Well...
How fast was it move? Was that
Probably take you like
I mean, it
20
was
to 30 minutes.
20. It was a DC 20 to catch it, so it had to have been moving fast, right? Was it a Pokemon?
Or a jet.
Or a jet?
I don't know, try catching it.
Oh, what are you talking about? The thing that took the lady?
Like,
oh, you don't know. That's
a good look at, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Maybe if you
I didn't have it with me. I left my phone in my bag. It was jumping into the ocean.
Listen, we all know we all know V's the only one that's gonna poke this.
I know.
We have universally accepted as a squad at this point. Yeah.
And as much as I complain or pretend to complain, I like doing it. I actually remember to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
that's fair. So here's what's gonna happen. Milo's probably gonna get there first. As you fly closer to the ship and you finally spot it, the lights are back on. Milo, you're kind of sitting. You hear Acacia behind you going, I'm not going to land. I'm not going to get involved in this. You're gonna have to... I'm gonna set you down and then
you gotta jump.
There's no flyback. Just tuck and roll, Milo.
I mean,
do a flip.
No,
don't do a flip. Don't do a flip.
Essentially, what happens?
Gently get off. I have 8 hit points of exhaustion. I'm gonna get off the Tropius as gently as I can.
No, it's basically what's gonna happen is Acacia's gonna like pull up close to it and essentially have it vine whip you kind of off to the side and be like, you're gonna have to drop it, tuck and roll.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
They kind of just glance at you and go, It's like you want to die. Never mind. You're gonna have to deal with it later yourself. And then just kind of fly off, and you just see the giant. Yeah, you just see the giant leaves kind of flap once, twice. Tropius leans down and almost seems to bite your head for a second, but then what you find instead is there's like a little banana fruit dropping down into your hands. And then it takes off.
We don't want to die. We just want to live.
And we can't die, we're immortal.
And I'll make my way back to the ballroom. I should know my way. And I'll eat Tropius banana along the way.
Okay.
Because I never got dinner, guys. I never had a chance to order room
Yeah, you're gonna walk in eating that banana thinking that you haven't eaten, and you're gonna walk in and see kids sitting with the cuff guy just sharing like backpack leftovers from the food that he stuffed in his bag. Yeah, he's just sitting there that he beat up, just sharing a meal while they wait for the cops.
Alright.
That was fun.
Also, V packed all your stuff together into your bag. Like in your coat and everything.
Okay, so alright, so he'll run in. The police aren't here yet.
The police aren't here. The security guards recognize you because you were one of the guys who woke up, well, no, they saw you battling, so they know that you're there. They're like, oh, thank fuck you're okay. Okay, we were gonna send out fucking search squads.
It's all good. I'm fine. All is well. Unfortunately, she got away because they have like a jet or something. I didn't get a good look at it, but it was big and flying. And all right, where's
We got one of them. V just like holds your bag out at arm's length to you. He also gives you kind of a weird look, but then looks away back to Kid and his bag full of bag sticks.
Lou technically could not have been recalled because I had his Pokemon. Same with the Pipers. They were all
But he's here
on my
somewhere.
belt.
Yeah, he's over Kid and the Wolfgang sharing some. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright, Lou's good. Did Piper ever show up? Have you guys seen her? He'll just keep whistling for her, hoping that she comes back.
I would say eventually Piper does come back after a fair bit of whistling. Whatever little Kricketot that she had, she doesn't have it anymore.
Did you have a good snack? Did you get any experience?
Oh, that's true.
Did you eat? Did you eat a Pokemon? Is that why it's gone?
I've got a question. Like, in universe, is there anything, like, stopping Pokemon from disobeying us? Like, I know in the games there's that if you trade Pokemon and they're higher level, they'll disobey something. But, like...
I think in the loyalty stuff.
The loyalty stuff, they sometimes won't.
Yeah. They'll disobey you if they're disloyal to you, or if you treat them badly. They'll start disobeying you. They have to like make rolls to whether or not it's gonna work.
So we could never just convince somebody that's Pokemon to just walk away, like, just leave.
Unless they already hated them, I guess.
Yeah, unless they already hated them. Milo will
This will be better for you in the long run. Walk away.
But yeah, 160 XP to Piper.
Awesome.
But yeah, you get back in, they let you back in, they're kind of like nervously looking at you, they give you another panic blanket, because like, you're soaked.
Oh yeah, second shock blanket.
They actually work really well when we're out, in the field, so yeah, I agree. And he'll take his bag back from V, and I need to actually roll him insight, just for my own roleplay purposes. Okay. I'm kind of like, alright, where's Rocky? Is he okay? Did he run away?
No, he's fine.
He'll tilt his head to the side and kind of give V a look. Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, you jumped out of a ship, that was real dumb.
And I didn't want her to get away. It
She
felt
was...
dumber letting her get away. No, fish his coat out and put it on.
she was either gonna fly away or, you know, maybe if she stayed in there long enough, they could have. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. At that point, she was that far away.
Kids could be like, "You almost killed someone," and he just takes another bite of her breast.
It was water. She's fine.
It's a really far way to fall, V. I know from experience. It did hurt. It actually hurt a bit.
I'm sure she was fine.
She was, and then she tried to get away, and like I said, I kind of wanted to question her, like, you're that guy over there eating breadsticks. Just eating breadsticks and crab legs with Techniteen?
Yeah, but she was out of the window.
That's fair.
We gotta wait on the cops.
Crab legs. I'm hungry. All I've had is
He'll just hold his bag out for you, like, dig in.
It's bag bread. Actually pretty good. You just pick off the couple pieces of lint and stuff.
Really?
So...
Did you give him to somebody? Like, what's going on?
No, he's fine. He just like motions to his bag as he fishes, or motions to your bag as he fishes for more bag bread.
I'll kind of like look through it, and the type ball has a different color on it, right?
Yes, it does. It is now like a very glittery, like almost chocolatey color.
I didn't force him or anything. He made a choice, and he made the right choice.
Choose.
Sort of like...
Make the right choice.
The implication.
Alright.
You were the police, I suppose.
Alright, Lou. I think you've got enough crab legs for right now, buddy. Why don't you go take a nap, and let's let Rocky stretch his legs.
Speaking of police, what are we doing or going to do about the police coming?
No, I mean...
he's feeling apprehended.
Yeah.
And kind of gestures towards the dude who's snapping on kid's backpack brick. Like, we kind of stopped them. They knocked 2 guards out. We heard the guards say that there were Pokeballs missing. We kind of are heroes.
Yeah, it'll help our cause.
It will.
I have a feeling someone might try to turn the narrative a little bit, but
Oh no,
hopefully
did the dinner go
we've got
well?
enough.
Well, how'd it go?
It
How'd
was
go, B?
fine.
It did.
You know. I mean, he did pretty much. He did what we thought he was gonna do. He did some threatening. He did some manipulation. He did some. You better not say anything, or I'm gonna call the police on you for various reasons. Most of which weren't true. So I mean, if he kind of. Hey. What? Okay, so he's mad because we let Pokemon go. We let them out to see if they were all good.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think we did anything wrong. But I also don't really agree with a lot of the laws, the rules around here. So maybe I'm not the best judge, but what he was saying wasn't technically wrong. It was like they could probably get us into a little bit of trouble, maybe.
There's also the definite infringements that have been ongoing due to our current trainer.
Oh yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
he was mad about Umbra, but like by the time we left port, I don't think it'd been over the legal limit. So
I can't remember honestly.
I have actually
we talked here like the second or third day to like fight on the island.
So
You caught her the night. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You caught her the night after you lost at the gym, right? So
Me?
this was.
Here,
Hold on.
Maybe. Might be longer than I thought, but
Yes.
It's
So
been a couple days.
it's been a couple of days. So essentially, you caught her on Wednesday, based on my own calendar, on Wednesday night, and then it was Throw's Day, Then it was Friday. And Thursday. And now it is Saturday. You have had her for 2 more days than you were supposed to.
Yeah, that's fine.
There's also, let's see, does Kid have an extra one? I think Kid has.
Kid has an egg.
He's got an egg.
You have an egg.
No, he doesn't. Dean has the egg.
He has the egg, technically.
I was smart and actually cracked our escapades on the ship.
That was very wise. Okay, so that's just. Okay, alright. Okay. Team meeting in the corner. You, 1019 guy, don't move.
He's wrapped in ropes and so, like, don't worry, he's good.
He's kind of like wrapped up, and he just kind of holds up a crabby leg or a kingler leg, and is like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?"
we took his Pokemon off of him, right?
The security.
Like gave him the security guard to hold.
Yeah,
okay.
The security guard has his Pokemon. He doesn't have it anymore.
Okay. Then that's fine.
So, away from prying ears and quietly, like stage whispering, I have another bad idea, and it's if you give me Umbra, and then as a distraction, I know how to operate the lifeboats. I can get out of here. 2 of you can talk to the Kanto Police Department when they show up, and then you only have 3 Pokemon on you. They can't take Umbra away if she's not here, right?
Well, I don't think they're gonna take her away regardless. I think it would just be like a ding against my license or something. Do they have
like a point system, or can we take X amount of infractions and then we lose? Like, I feel like you would know this best.
What I know?
I also have an idea.
Oh no. Milo, roll me an intelligence check. Let's see how well you studied, I guess.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure that they wouldn't necessarily take away your Pokemon. They would force you to send it back, or they would take it, like, they could force you to send it back or send it back for you. They can't just, like, remove it completely. They can essentially take it and be like, we're giving this to your professor, and it's going to be in the box.
Okay, well, I have an idea.
That was my big
That
fear.
will- Cool. That we can get out. Okay. Milo, trade me Piper for Umbra. That way, like, even though I still have 4 Pokemon, I haven't had her longer than 24 hours.
I think we need to use that machine, right? Like,
I thought we could just, like, you could, like, redo it with the rings and stuff? Or...
I know we used the machine that first time, but I don't know.
Yeah, we used it.
We haven't tried it without the machine, so I mean, we might be able to.
Because, like, I could just...
I mean, I'm also not. I don't. She's not.
Okay, fine. Kid, you trade me your Zubat then. We're gonna trade right back. It's just so I don't get in trouble.
Milo, with your natural 20, you know that this would not fly. Like, this would
He
not
knows
fly
this won't
under the-
fly, but he also knows that 99% of the stuff that V says won't fly, and he doesn't know how to always tell him that.
Oh no.
I just don't think. I don't think that's the distinction that they're looking for. I think that's adhering to the letter but not the spirit of the rule, and I don't think they're going to care. And I also think that it could, I don't know, it could negatively affect how Piper or Zubat feel about us. Or,
Yeah, I was gonna be honest. Like, I didn't want to be mean, but I don't really want to trade any of them.
Alright, then I give Umber to one of you. Or I get in trouble. Alright. That's fine.
I just don't want to. They all mean so much to me.
As you guys are discussing this, the police department begins to slowly filter in. You hear helicopters outside, and you realize that they are here. They have arrived. There is also, at the same time, a fair bit of shouting from the front deck. You don't know what it's about. You can't leave. You're inside the tape. You wait for a fair bit, and then let me double check.
That last hit die.
Everybody on the ground. Okay. Give me 1 sec.
Just in case. He's to get myself to, above half health again.
Poor Milo. He's had a day.
Yeah. I've not had full hit dice since we started this campaign. Because I had, you have to use them for long rest too, so every time I have to heal, and he is just...
Then stop getting hurt.
No, that's what he's about.
Getting hurt?
As you guys are standing around and basically talking about the last of this, the Kanto Police Department file in, they immediately begin to basically identify who they need to talk to. Some Officer Jenny immediately circled this guy, and, they've got him handcuffed already, and they're like, okay, we're going to take him to the brig. We're going to basically have to question him. A couple more Officer Jenny come in to talk to you guys and get your side of the story. They're going to be talking to you. Or at least they're getting ready to. You see that they also have Magnus off on the side and are for some reason talking to him as well. He seems to have gotten their attention. Before the police officers can get to you guys, they're essentially like, they've identified you and they're like, okay, we're gonna question everybody one by one, so just stay where you are and we're gonna, take care of this. They're like taking fingerprints or whatever. V, you notice another figure stride in through the door.
No. Oh, no.
A very familiar figure.
Yeah. V's leaned up against the wall, and, he looks over, as he sees movement, and then just drops his sunglasses over his eyes and crosses his arms.
Oh, Mr. Oak!
Your father doesn't acknowledge your reaction in any way, shape, or form. He just swings a leg up over the caution tape, steps over it. Everybody roll me an insight check. Just everybody.
Oh boy, I'm sure he's happy with V and us for getting V into this.
Let's be honest, you weren't gonna stop him.
You know those moments where you walk up to somebody and you're like, hey, you would murder me.
Yep. Kid, you're not sure, you've never met this guy before. Milo, Milo, you see another thing. You see him glance over at V, give his usual cursory glare. You also at the same time see him glance past V and make eye contact with several of the officers who are beginning to walk forward to stop him from coming in. And they have some sort of a silent stare off until they finally just scowl and look away. And he keeps going. He just kind of walks up to you, you're kind of in the way. He stops.
You're kind of in the way.
And he was heading for the officers, I'm sorry. I was getting out of his way.
He very purposefully strides past you, stops by V, not facing V head on, just standing nearby in your vicinity.
What up, Pops?
Just simply says, we're going to talk in a second. Keep your mouth shut for now. And just keeps going. And goes over to the officers.
I can't
I would
wait.
like to reiterate my plan one last time. I know how the lifeboats work. There are no officers between us and the door. We could make a run for it right now, and who's going to stop us? They didn't stop him.
Can you look as mad as he can? Milo, do you have it in you?
No, but I think he can. I think it's genetic.
Oh no. What am I gonna do? It's not like he can't find me again.
You continue to watch, I'm presuming, as he talks to the officers. After a little while, he seems to come to some sort of an agreement, and then he glances over and walks past you. He seems to be unable to talk because there's 2 more police officers kind of trailing behind him. He glances over at all of you and say, all right, they need to question you, so just tell them what they want to hear. And just keeps going and stands off to the side, giving you space, I guess. At this point, I will need some rolls. You can do this as a group check. I think a group check would be best. Best, 2 out of 3, essentially. What is your story, I guess, is the thing, because what the police officers essentially want to know is, how did this start? What did you see? They're asking just, for the story. Is there anything that you are concealing from them? Anything that you're trying to, spin in any sense?
Kid's probably not thinking about it whenever they ask him, because he was eating, good food the whole talk with Magnus, and then this. He's probably just gonna call and be like, Magnus mentioned Type 19, the lights went out, and then Type 19 showed up. That's about all I know.
Milo's story is totally different because he didn't have any foreknowledge. He was in his room, the lights went out, he rushed around to try to find his friends and ran into Pokemon throwing things over the edge of the boat and up to shenanigans, so he found his friends under attack by Type 19 and fought them off.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will tell them, actually from the beginning, it's just we found out that there was some stuff that seemed kind of iffy with the boat, maybe sabotage, and we talked to the engineers, we were trying to help them out. We had to go to dinner because Magnus wanted to talk to us, and he accused us of being part of Type 19. Then, lights went out, and he disappeared. So it seems kind of like a setup, honestly.
He kind of Batman, didn't he? Like Bruce Wayne Batman.
Right? I tried to call for him and get his attention, to let him know, hey, the people you were looking out for, they're here to fucking shit up, but he didn't come.
Okay. I need you to roll me a group check. Essentially, you can do persuasion, or you can do, I guess, deception.
But technically, I don't think any of us actually lied.
Yeah, we don't have anything to hide, really. Oh, no.
The only thing that you guys are perhaps receiving is the idea that, you fought with more Pokemon. They might no, they're not going to ask about that at the moment. No. Right now they're just concerned about the thing. Okay. Okay. 11, 12, and 19. Okay.
That was a 19 with disadvantage and no modifier.
And a natural 20 that you burned.
Right.
That
I burned
is
the 3 for a 19.
Okay.
Could I use my other inspiration point to roll with advantage?
Sure, roll me again. That's your last one.
Get a 20, please.
Oh, no.
Okay. Never mind. I'm good.
2 4s.
Okay.
Yep.
V's a little distracted.
Yeah, he kind of is not even really paying that much attention to them.
Okay.
He's a little preoccupied.
You get the sense that the police department, they listen to you politely. They nod every once in a while. They sympathize.
This is where the Type 19 lady kicked me, and then I fell from really high up, and I had to swim back to the boat. Luckily, my friend threw a life ring out. It was great, but yeah, this is where she kicked me.
Roll a deception for that.
That was where she kicked me.
It was.
It's still an 11.
It's above a 10. It's above a 10.
It's above a 10.
You get the sense that through your discussion, they don't not believe your story, but you also feel like they're being a little bit cold to you, and they're kind of suspicious of everybody. They take notes when you tell them about Magnus. They kind of both glance back at Magnus at the other end of the corner, who's talking to 2 other police officers. Just kind of exchange a look. You're not quite sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They take notes, memos. As they're about to walk away, Gary strides towards you again. They kind of tip their hats at him and move out. As soon as they are out of earshot, he rounds up and he says, "So, what do I need to know?"
Well, great to see you for one. I don't think I've seen you in person since Christmas of like, what, 2 years ago now?
Do you really think
You couldn't
that
be
this
bothered
is...
to come back home last year.
This is not the time. We.
What?
All right. Well,
It's just, I'm just saying, it's great to see you.
kind of
we
gets quiet, like
brought
looks
you up to
down.
speed, before we took this whole thing that stuff might be happening, and some stuff did happen, but we didn't actually cause any of it.
It wasn't our fault.
Be threatened by Silco.
Yeah, which was great. We were sufficiently threatened.
There were God, so difficult. There were signs of sabotage and other things in like the underbelly of the ship. There were clinks that had been set free and were causing trouble. We fought off some coughings that tried to take out one of the engineers, and we were starting to investigate that and had come to dinner. And that was when Type 19 attacked. So there's obviously they're working with somebody here on the ship. There were also a lot more Pokemon than just those two trainers. Because I saw at least a few Kricketot. I think Piper ate one of them, which is a little sad, but I guess that's
life, really.
Right?
Yeah.
So there were probably more Type 19 here than just the two of them. They were just like the lead show. But I don't know, I saw them dumping stuff over the edge of the boat. I know that they wanted to get out of here, at least that's what it looked like when I got here.
When we looked the guards up, the guards said there were Pokemon missing from the Pokeball check-in. So they definitely got a hold of somebody's Pokemon.
Well, if he doesn't have them, then the lady that got away on the big flying blob must have had them with her.
He kind of turns to Milo and goes, "Flying blob."
I was in the ocean. I didn't really get a good look. It just sort of swept her out of the water. I tried to hold on, tried to grab onto her so that I thought I was going to eat her. I was just going to try to help her however I could, but she kicked me off and sent me back to the water, and so that was where I floated until I made my way back here.
Right. That's very good to know. Well,
it was going really fast, like surprisingly fast. It took us a few hours to get back from where I was, and only moments to get there.
Very well. I don't think there's much more that you can do here to help. And when he says help, you get the feeling that he's saying fuck up. Like there's not much more to fuck up here. And he kind of...
we call the guy. That should count for something, right? We call it one of Type 19.
You certainly did, and that's not at all what I'm saying, but... He glances past and he looks at the Kanto Police Department, who are still talking and still kind of glancing. They're very suspicious of his presence here, specifically. He glances past them, glances over at Magnus, who in turn is staring directly back at him. And he glances back at V and then at the others, and he goes, "So, here are your choices. Children love choices, right? So I have a couple of choices for you. You can go ahead and remain here and figure things out with the police yourself, or you can take my help and I can remove you from the situation with the promise that you will keep your heads down until I untangle this on your behalf. Again. And he glances at V pointedly.
Milo's just kind of like looking at V. This is kind of your call. I mean, like, I just want to get back to D, and whether that means we get out of here on our own merit or we take Mr. Oak's help, it's up to you guys. I don't doubt what we're capable of, but it could be good not to upset everybody.
Where are your Pokemon right now?
On my hip, in their Pokeballs.
All of them?
Yes.
Violet?
V.
Where are your Pokemon?
In my bag.
All of them?
I wouldn't think V.
Kind of glances over at Kid, narrows his eyes for a second and goes, you as well?
Yeah, he'll kind of open his bag and shift some breadsticks around so he can see the Pokeballs.
The most, like, uncomfortable, like, what the fuck? Why are there... Never mind. He, like, immediately tries to cover it up with, this is the least of my problems right now.
When your kids have like that one new weird friend, you're trying to get used to their eccentricities and just like, what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt.
You're not making this transition easy on anyone.
He glances back at V and he goes, you asked me to fix it. So I'm here to fix it. But you need to promise me that in order for me to fix it, that in the next island you are on, the next Pokemon Center you are on, you will take your 4th Pokemon and just deposit it as soon as you can. Can I trust you to do that much?
Look, we've been on the water. I didn't have time, alright?
You had.
Working on it.
According to public sources, V, your trainer license and the Pokemon you carry are definitely, if not public, your trainer's public, your Pokemon carried are accessible to the police department. I don't know if maybe I should have mentioned that more often.
We knew. I mean, we knew everything was being tracked. It's all linked together in our license.
Honesty is the best policy. What I'm saying is you need to help me help you.
Fine. But if we're talking about maybe you should have told us sooner, yeah, maybe you should have told us some stuff about adventuring instead of just being like, hey, don't do it. Look, I'm tired.
Sorry,
I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to fight. If you want to fix things, just let me know what the strings are. I don't know what to do about all this shit.
I think we gotta keep a low profile, that's what he's saying. Gotta keep
I
our
just
heads
want to
down.
go on an adventure and have fun.
Good, but you don't have to break everything to do it. Can you have fun in a way... never mind, this is not...
I broke one rule, and it's not even that important.
He kind of glances over and he leans down at, like, towards Yuvi, and he actually meets your eyes for once, and he says, this is not about me disagreeing or agreeing. I know the rule is stupid, V. This...
He actually sees himself in his sunglasses because he's wearing his sunglasses.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's like, he's actually close enough. He's doing it for the intimidation and also looking at you through, you know, like if you're close enough, you can actually see through the shade.
Mm-hmm.
He's essentially doing that, and he says, it's not about that. It's about being nimble and passing through the shadows. Is that poetic enough for you? Is that interesting enough to hold your attention for longer than 5 minutes? Don't answer that. I'm going to go and talk to the police. You go outside, you go up on the deck, you wait for me. And then he just strides past you and goes to talk to the police. Essentially.
He just walks over the window and starts like climbing up onto the ledge.
God damn it.
Don't jump over the boat. Just
Jump off the boat. No, jump off the boat.
don't trust
I'm gonna
me.
jump off the boat. I don't care.
V, and he'll put his hand like on your shoulder if you don't go anywhere. If you want to leave right now, let's go find Dee's boat.
She's got my magnet. We definitely gotta get back on that boat.
Yeah, I'm tired of letting adults decide for us. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Just want to have fun adventure. There's so many freaking rules that no one told me about.
No one ever tells you about the rules, but that's just part of life. It's finding them.
And Smiles at this 45 kid trips over the cost of tape.
Wham. Are you going to wait for him, or are you just going to try to get off the boat right now?
I'm leaving it up to V. This is V's call, because it's...
Yeah, it's your intense father.
Yeah, your intense dad came to save us, so this will only upset him, but Milo definitely, especially after having a run-in with Acacia earlier, he is very much like teenager bucking against all reins, and he's gonna just steal a boat right now.
V, your dad could be Crobat, man. You realize that, right? He's got that whole vibe.
That would imply that he did good things for society.
God damn it.
But V will tell them to go and try to figure out where Dee's boat is and give him a call. But he'll wait for a minute.
Okay. Well, we'll just step out. Well, let's, I guess, head towards the upper decks. That's where the lifeboats and where we're supposed to go to meet your dad both are, and we can see if the network's back up and we can call Dee. She should actually be close since she was following the ship, and I think we stopped moving when the whole incident happened, or did we keep sailing? I don't know.
It kept moving, but like slowly, and it's back up to. Well, no, it wouldn't move because it was waiting for the police department. So.
Yeah, I think it was waiting for the police to come out. So hopefully she's just over the horizon, and is like a short trip away. But that's just the hope. Like I said, she should be able to see the boat a lot easier than this ship can see hers because it's so much smaller.
We're up taller now.
We are.
We're so tall.
So where are you guys heading out to, I guess? Are you heading outside, or...?
Yeah, we'll start by heading outside and try to get...
Yeah, V will wait where Gary told him to wait.
Okay. On the deck, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. As you
I can't
head
remember
outside,
what he said.
No, that's fine. As you head outside, actually, I can probably get you back to the ship.
It's like the top deck with the swimming pools. That's where he wanted us to go.
He said the front, which you guys haven't been up there yet, and there's actually no people there. Most people have been like herded back to the thing. The police are letting you walk away, but they're like keeping an eye on you. Magnus looks very upset by the fact that you're getting to walk away, but that's neither here nor there.
I told him I'd call my dad.
Yeah. V, go ahead and make me a perception roll. Oh god. Well, okay then. I can't.
He's just sitting like on the deck with like his head on his knees at this point, just waiting.
In which case, you probably don't see it until the very last moment. The ship is pretty much clear of everybody when up above you, you hear a large flap of wings. And suddenly a giant shadow, like, covers you from above, shielding from the moonlight. You look up... Did it? Maybe. It's weird, guys. The thing is, if you're on a ship in the middle of the ocean, there's only so many ways to get to you. and to get to the other people. So like everybody has flying Pokemon. In fact, the next thing you see as you look up, and because you didn't really notice it from afar, is actually quite a familiar figure, somewhat, as a large three-headed Hydreigon descends onto the edge of the deck, grabs onto the side of it to balance itself a little bit, and peers directly at you.
Oh, good. Will you eat me?
V, you know this Pokemon. This is one of your dad's Pokemon.
That's fine. Those questions still stands.
It bends down, and you haven't seen this thing in a while. You definitely remember it from your childhood, back before it evolved. You played with it when it was on its like mid-evolution. And you remember that like your dad used to really hate the fact that you would try to ride it all the time. But you haven't seen it in a while, so when it bends down to you, that is legitimately a question on your mind for a second, and then it just takes its tongue, and like it's huge, so it just kind of schlorps you on the side of your face.
Oh no.
Is it super intimidating, but has like an adorable name?
This is Dandelion. How long are you willing to wait, I guess? And what are the rest of your friends doing?
We were gonna, like, I guess if we're just taking Gary's way out, then we don't really need to check in with D, unless we wanted to have Gary take us to D, but he probably knows where to go, right? Plus, that boat would be really crowded.
It's okay.
Also,
you do have like Wi-Fi now from the boat, so you can call D if you like.
We'll give her a call, just see where she is, and let her know how we're doing. So,
okay, you dial up D. She answers almost immediately. She seems very panicked and is immediately like, "Oh, Milo, okay, thank goodness you're alive. Good Lord,
yep, we're alive. Everybody's alive."
Acacia made it sound like you were going back into the. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, dear.
No,
where are you? Are you in the middle of the ocean again? Please don't say you're in the middle of the ocean again.
I
I mean,
was.
technically, we're on a boat. Boat's in the middle of the ocean.
Oh,
Still on the ship.
don't know, kid. That's not what I. Okay, right. So, do you want me to come pick you up? Like in the middle, you hear Moel's voice in the background going, "Is he dead yet?"
No, I mean, I guess we're just trying to get a feel for options. The police want us to go. Well, I guess the police want us to stay.
The police want
Mr. Oak wants us to go with him, and we just want to leave, but I don't know what V wants to do. So, where are you guys at? How far away are you? Can you see the ship?
We can kind of see now that you're all lit up. Yeah, we've been trying to keep kind of an eye on you, but not wanting to get too close because all those helicopters suddenly started coming in, and I kind of started panicking a little bit. And oof.
Yeah, that was the police. That was the police.
Right. All right. Well, and then I saw, a couple of things, big things flying, and one of them turned out to be Acacia, and the other one headed for the boat, so I'm presuming that's...
That was Gary Oak, yep, that was definitely Gary Oak, yep.
Skies are definitely full of traffic tonight.
I'm kind of thinking of stealing a lifeboat and just sailing to you guys, because I don't know how you guys can get to us.
Would stealing a lifeboat get you back under arrest, dear? That's all I'm wondering.
Probably. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
how
but...
about I can make it over there if you'd like, or we can... I don't know how else you get out of there, but...
I mean, these dad told us to meet him, so maybe he can fly us to you, or fly us to the next island and we can meet you there.
I suppose that would work. We're not that far out. Probably another 5-6 hours of sailing would probably put me onto the next island. That would probably be, let's see, and you hear like the rustling of paper as if she's struggling with a map, essentially. As I struggle with my map to see which would be the closest one. It goes, yeah, we could probably make it all the way to Mint Lagoons at least. Probably be the closest.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
We can meet you over there if that's easier, or the ship is a little crowded.
I have an idea, but I'm not there.
If you're willing to, scrunch on the ship, you can't really. There's not really good any good sleeping spots. But if you're willing to wait it out another 6 hours, we'd arrive in the wee hours of the morning. But
yeah, I mean, I'd be finding a way. I don't know. I guess I wish I knew what Mr. Oak was hoping to do, because I feel like asking him to bring us to you might not be successful. Alright, let's go check in with V. Come on, I think he just went to the front.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna take us to like the next actual gym town area, maybe. Keep saying it says they're going to go to V.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool. I think it's.
You see, V, like when you walk up, he's got like his. Like he's like playing with the hydration gun, like a circus performer would like a wine with them like in his head and its mouth. That eat me.
No, V, it's okay.
It is definitely attempting to lick you. You're soaked. Like, you are literally soaked. It doesn't...
After the first time, it didn't matter.
Yeah, it's not eating you, but it's definitely playing with you in a way that, like, an excited puppy that is way bigger than your size is would try to play with you.
Whoa.
Dry cleaned.
Whoa, can we get on the thing?
I mean, he might not let you, but you can try.
Is it friendly?
Oh yeah, this is Draggy.
You named it. Shit, no.
Draggy.
Draggy. Well, now it's canon.
Yep.
As you guys pull up, Gary would probably come out not that long after. He kind of goes outside, observes the Hydragion with, like, V halfway in its mouth, and can probably already clambering up on top of it using one of its necks. And Milo's, standing off to the side, or are you also...
Yeah, Milo is kind of just, like, trying to take it all in. He still hurts. He's still exhausted. And... yeah, he's just kind of watching, just like, okay. Don't kill yourself, V. It's okay. But he would be asking, alright, so, I mean... do you know what the plan is? We're supposed to meet him out here, right? Oh, Mr. Oak, there you are. Sorry.
There I am. Right.
Yes, so, what's the plan? Because I just got off. Well, I have D on the phone, and they're close enough by where we could, meet up with them and go from there. That way, we don't have to put you out too much.
If I remember what size Delia's boat is, I am going to guess that my drop-off will be far less graceful, unless you would like to go directly back in the water.
I don't like
I mean,
water's fun.
We could just switch places with the people on the boat. Like, they can come and enjoy the last of the fancy cruise, and we'll just go on their boat.
Might be too big to, like, really land.
Well, yeah, but that's fine. You don't need to land.
Right, here's my offerings. He kind of rubs his face and goes, I don't know if I would be able to successfully get you back onto the boat. Best I can do is I can get you to the nearest island. I'm presuming that's what Delia also suggested?
Yeah, Mint Lagoon.
Yes, that
Sounds great.
6-hour flight with you on Dredge. Yay.
He looks at you and you see that there's bags under his eyes. And the exhaustion that only comes with being like 40 years old.
I feel it, but the sass is, it only comes with being 14.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of goes, right, I've already been flying the entire day, but yes, I suppose that's better than nothing. I still have a
Even if you do drop us off on the island and we go on to Delia's boat instead of the cruise, there's not enough room on that boat. I think we should do this walk.
No, why do you want to...
I think after what's happened here, the cruise is not going to end the way...
I want at least somebody to enjoy the rest of the fun, like, fancy shit. And if we can't do it...
V, you look at your dad, and he's like super fucking mad, and he's just like, roll me a persuasion check. Roll me a persuasion check.
I thought you wanted Gary to take Moel and Toa to, I think the next city's Jade City, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's another like 36 hours.
I was like,
I want us 3 to go on Delia's boat, and I want them 3 to take our place in the cruise and have the fancy ship and like the fancy rooms and stuff. And that way they're not, either stranded on an island or we're packed in a boat with 6 people for 30 hours.
A clink problem and a,
there's a place to go.
Yeah, they're Pokemon.
Let's get some Joltik. They could find some Joltik for you, maybe?
Yeah, they could definitely work on the boat.
See, I like this plan. And you said persuasion?
Yes.
17.
Okay. He kind of glances over at you, V. He glances over at Milo, glances over at Kid, and goes,
You're the one who wanted us to stay with Delia anyways.
Yes, and that went so well for me.
And now we're going back. Like you wanted.
Right.
She could also meet us here. We could just... We have a couple nice rooms, Mr. Oak. You could, rest here for a few hours while we wait for Delia to meet us.
I'm not staying here. Somebody's going to try to stab me in my sleep. Get on the Pokemon, please. We're going over
there. I see where you get it from.
He looks at you, Milo, and pointedly under his breath. You hear him say, I say please. Just right before he follows up and basically takes the mace.
You too. And it's nice.
Rude. I am right here.
The whole time they were trying to delegate that out, Kid's just giving the last of the breadsticks to Hydreigon, just trying to figure out which head wants which one.
His backpack's like a feed bag.
Yeah. You definitely, at one point, you probably almost lose your bag to the Hydreigon because it tries to eat your bag wholesale, and Gary has to be like, shh, don't let go. And then he points to V, and he literally just goes, you can carry that one instead. And V, you feel your entire body being picked up. It's gentle, but you're still in the wet, sloppy mouth of the dragon. As your friends sit on either of the other heads, and he goes, at least let me do this. Yes, really. Hang tight. It's the safest place for you. You're gonna try to leap off some point anyway. And you just hear wings flapping, and he's just gonna carry you like that.
Are they that thing about dogs where you can put an egg in their mouth and then never be gentle? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's basically what's happening. You're in a little mouth cage.
They have to. I mean, they have mouths for hands. They have to be, very precise and pressure.
But yeah, essentially your punishment ends up being you're carried like a fucking dog toy.
He's carried like a kitten.
Yes.
And it's from his neck.
But it takes off, and eventually you begin to see the cruise as merely a fleck of light below you, just a bunch of shining windows. And as the lush lavishness pulls away and you begin to descend again, because it's really not that far, literally, D is just, right there, just less than a mile away from you. Hydreigon basically goes up and immediately goes back down. And it probably cannot land. So what ends up happening is this weird handoff where it kind of tries to swim/float in the water, and then slowly one by one you all get a ride in the slime seat, because it will use its main head to pull you off of itself and place you. And for the sake of simplicity, I will say that yes, V, your plan worked. Gary just agrees to take the other 3. Moel is thrilled. Toa and Blur less so.
I give them the tickets for the cruise.
Okay.
Enjoy, guys. There's an underwater thing.
Yeah, it's really dope. Also, real quick, don't take this the wrong way. Well, so far everybody with dope headphones has been Type 19. You're not in Type 19, are you?
She looks at you and she goes, what do you mean? She takes off her headphones and looks at him and goes, they copied my style? I got these custom made. No, I'm not type 19. How could you say that? And she looks like she's just mostly kidding, but she's trying to play them. Like, how dare you accuse me of such a thing?
We just have to get out there. It's one of those things. We've seen a lot of people, and all of the cool ass headphones have been on people who are up no good. And your headphones are definitely cool.
It's true.
All right.
Before they all leave, V will step aside to, or at least like to the side of the boat where Gary is like on with Hydrogen. And he'll lean over the boat. Just after you drop them off, can you come back and, like, I guess you could sleep on the boat for a little bit, but can we just talk?
Oh boy, this is fun. He kind of regards you. You see him for a second be like, I have to... V, I have to continue to...
You can leave after we talk.
Kind of sighs and goes, I'll be back in 30 minutes, and after that you have an hour, and then I have to go.
You sure you don't want to sleep?
You really should get some sleep, Mr. Oak.
He's like, I'm perfectly fine. He's like swaying. And then he the hydrogun, he kind of pats it on the side, it beats its wings a couple of times, lifts up. It should not be able to fly. Like, the wings on this thing don't make any sense.
They're so weird. Scarves, basically.
Yeah. But somehow they look a lot bigger when they expand. It's almost like it's riding darkness itself, essentially. But it lifts off. V, you watch it over the side as it slowly fades into the distance.
Also, while he's gone, I'm gonna let Lily out of her boat ball to just wander the ship.
Okay. And while I put you on the map that we never got to use because you did not steal the lifeboat.
I tried right there at the end. I tried so hard to get us to steal that lifeboat. I wanted to do it so bad. I just wanted to pull the trigger. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Of course it happens. It's a lifeboat, you know. It's not like it's a yacht. They can't get mad at us for taking a lifeboat.
Right. I mean, it's fair. It was an emergency. It was an emergency. I mean, it was an emergency earlier that night. It wasn't an emergency at the moment.
A personal emergency.
V, why are you
an emergency had occurred.
Okay, there we go. All right. Well, I think
this boat is so tiny.
So...
It doesn't let me back on D's ship, though.
All right. Well, I finally got you off of that fucking cruise that I never planned for.
That was so much fun, though. That was such a fun.
Oh god, fucking. Anyways, Dee hugs all of you, like each and every one of you. She's a little bit awkward with Gary, but even Gary, she's like, "Oh, it's nice to see you, dear," and he just goes.
Dee, tell him he can't leave until he sleeps at least 4 hours.
Yeah, he's gotta take a nap at the very least.
She points at him and he points back at her, and they just kind of part ways with that. And she goes, "Boys, I've been trying for a long time. I really have. Just let him be." But I think
you don't fall asleep while flying and, die. I guess.
I guess.
I'm trying to keep you alive.
But yeah, you guys are back on the boat. You've survived your adventure. You have managed to actually capture a Type 19 member. Very, very cool.
That was really good.
Now in police custody. Got that man arrested. Yeah. You have given the middle finger to Magnus. He.
Sure that went well.
We've now upset 3 Type 19 members that have escaped because it was those first 2 that we ran into in that they were messing up the gym on Cinnabar.
The gym on it was the Shell Island.
Shell Island, that's what it was. It was before Cinnabar.
Yeah, before
They were messing up that municipal gym. We knocked their stuff around and sent this one swimming away. I don't even know what the hell to I seriously was like, I want to go with her because Milo's whole thing is like trying to save her, but also, capture her, but also save her. And this does not seem safe. This does not seem safe.
It was not safe. She was planning to just escape, but unfortunately her Pokemon fell asleep and they both ended up in the water. She, to be fair, when she kicked you, she did seem genuinely remorseful, but...
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I probably had a look, or Milo probably had a look on his face, like, I'm just trying to help you, why are you making this so difficult? Sorry.